Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Meet the Shoe. Sorry guys for the delay, but yes, I am here. Nina's here. She's got stuck somewhere, so we're gonna
What up, Wednesday? Y'all can hear me. Y'all might not be able to see me, but you can hear me.
yes, and we don't want her to be holding anything in her hand and
Okay.
driving or reading. Okay, we gotta
Okay.
stay on these roads. So we are getting a winter storm advisory in Minnesota. So, and it looks like how many inches you guys up north is getting?
Um, 7.
7 inches. That's not bad. We used to more than
Well,
that.
it could go up to 18,
Ah,
but for sure 7.
girl, 18 inches. I don't know. I hope it don't, because in the morning,
Yeah.
let me go grab my snacks and zooms and wham so I can be straight.
Okay.
Because in the morning, because I'm not going to be plowing with nothing to try and get to work. I'm taking my time. I do have a
Okay.
full day tomorrow.
I'm seeing everybody shoveling and shuffling around right now.
Right. So we're talking about capitalism is going to be out the door. So you think that, right? And
I don't think capitalism is going anywhere. Here's the thing. So I want to touch on the elections, right? Everybody is watching the performance of the midterms trying to be stolen, how Mega is trying to turn every state red, right?
right.
They're doing it by the scare tactics, right? By you know, threatening everybody about their birth certificates. Now, the thing about a birth certificate is that people that were born in this country are not the same name. It's like a small percentage of people have the same exact last name that they were born with.
Right.
So this is under the Save Act, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stating that if you don't have your First of all, for the past 2 months, they've been stopping people from getting their passport. Okay, we already talked about that.
Yes, and it's
2
taking
months ago.
longer. Passports are taking longer. A lot of people passports are being
Honored.
not even honored, but the passports when they go to try and go on a trip with their passport, it's not valid. That's what I'm saying. So how is that your pet you went through the process, you got everything, you showed everything you needed for a passport, and then later on you find out it's invalid. What's going on with the government?
Yeah. There's nothing going on with the government. But they come to collect. That's what's going on. They come to collect every single American that they want to be on their side. To continue, the BS that they've started with. The first initial start of this was to create things that could cause a civil war, right?
Yes.
Or on our own land. It comes from out of nowhere. Other countries aren't respecting us. The American dollar is damn near zero.
Yeah, it's not worth anything in other countries, really.
What is the worst thing for us to do to create havoc amongst the whole nation when nothing is built barely in America? Everything is sent here.
Yeah, it's sent to the
It's
United States.
exported to the United States, right?
Exactly.
So, I'm trying to figure out where's the land. How do we create money on this land right here? We've already invited in the Indians, the Africans, and the Asians, and now Canadians to benefit off of our mortgage and rent, right? Because the corporations are buying up the land.
Yeah.
And their lineage is getting richer, right?
Yes.
Also, another thing, and I'm you guys, I'm discussing these things are all a part of capitalism, right?
Yeah.
Then we create the system of ICE. ICE is deporting people. ICE is murdering people. ICE is assaulting people. That's disrespect to the human race in the United States, which is drowning our Department of Justice.
Yeah.
Because nobody is honoring the rules and laws of the land.
No, they're not.
On the rules and the laws of the land that they set.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out how we can go forward with the capitalism that is in our plain eyesight. Like
Right. Right.
I could go a lot deeper. I just don't have all of my notes in front of me. I'm just thinking of all of the things that I've read. And those are just two things. That's the justice system, and then that's the economic system that this world is in the United States is ran off of real estate.
It is real estate, yes. And you know what? When I think about the real estate, everyone is able to buy a home or some type of real estate in the business form, like buildings and stuff like that. Majority of those people are foreigners, right?
Yep.
And you think about, is this a tactic for President Trump to send a lot of people back to regain the real estate back to the United States?
What do you mean by that? Like to send the real estate back?
So the real estate will, be back to the state, or you know how if your house going to foreclosure, who has it? The bank, right?
Right.
So is this a tactic for any foreigners that's not born in the United States to get their homes and their business taken from them because you're deporting them? They're not able to pay the bills.
Okay, so there's a far more easier way for them to return the land back to the United States. Just don't, I guess don't offer the land, but as the natives say, this isn't theirs anyway.
Yes.
This is free land, right? And to go back to what I was stating about our original birth certificate. Hey, Derek, how you doing? Derek says, "Hey, Sade."
Hey.
To go back to what I was stating about the original birth certificate, right? The majority of the natives don't have their original names.
No, they don't.
Right. So then, what would you do to them? You would strip them of their culture, like they tried to do. What during the Holocaust? These are things during Jim Crow and, during the first Civil War of the reparations that we're still trying to receive. So that's what I'm saying. There's lots of games being played. The difference now is we are more of a woke generation. Right. And we're not allowing it to happen.
Yes. Right? Just like we were saying with President Trump going in on the Somalian community, saying that, okay, they're fraudsters and we're going to get them all out of here, right? You're 25 years too late, Sonny boy, because most of the Somalians that came here and had children, majority of those young adults are my age and younger, and they were born here in the United States, and they kept their culture, they kept their, their cloth, what they wear as cover up. So you haven't. They're just a culture of people that stayed the same. Although they live in the United States, and that's what the Westerners want to happen when people come from other countries to live the Western way, westernized way, civilized way, and you don't have to. You shouldn't have to get rid of your background and your language just to be in the United States.
That was the original plan of the free land, right? Immigrants can come over here because the immigrants. We were the first people, to build this country, right? The Black people, we were brought over here.
Black Americans.
And then everyone that came behind there was, rules to it, and he's changed all of the rules to get over to this country.
Oh yeah.
So, but it still was built on the backs of many people's ancestors. That's why they're saying, there was a conversation earlier that I was listening to about Haitians. There were some Haitians that were sent back, right? Women.
Mm-hmm.
The women were sent, some of these people were sent over here because there was war in their in Haiti,
yes.
right?
Haiti, yes.
So when there's war, that's why they can stay here.
Right.
There's still war there, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's still chaos going on there. So when they sent them back over there, they were found dead. So what are you doing? That's why there is pushback right now on ICE detainee buildings here in Minnesota. They're trying to purchase land to hold ICE detainees, right? But where are you going to send them to? You're supposed to send them back to their original country, and they're getting pushback on this right now, right? Because what we have to realize, y'all, is that all of this is on the tax dollar. None of us asked, none of us said that we agreed to this. This just all comes all of a sudden that Trump is paying for all this stuff that none of the people, that's why majority of the mega people are against what he's doing, because this is not nothing that was written that they agreed to when they voted.
Yeah, it wasn't the Gestapo style kind of ICE thing they agreed to.
Not at all. Absolutely not.
What I thought when he was saying use immigration to enforce and grab the illegals was people just going through the court system. That's not born in the United States. They're going through the court system. They committed crimes, and you just grab them they do their jail time like they've been doing. Do some of your time, and once your SRD, here come immigration to take you back to where you come from. Yeah.
But even then, when you were held in, a lot of these people haven't even been able to go to immigration court. Majority of the people that go to the immigration court are not violent, or there's no harm in them, so they get to stay in the United States. They have to read the state and keep up with immigration. He's not even allowing them to do that. That's where the problem is coming in. Okay, detain them, give them a court date, and that's it.
Exactly.
Why are you taking them and you're holding them like they did? These people are dying. They don't have enough food. They're sexually abusing them, beating them. Like what? But it's all for what though? Because there's this is all a part of capitalism. Forcing you to become and do the things of the government that's changing their mind on every second. There's no rules in it right now. There's no way of life or laws that they're abiding by right now. None of the Constitution. They violated every single point of the Constitution, and it all falls back to all them people in the Epstein files, just like we just talked about last week. Every single person that's in the Epstein files have to have a day in court.
Yes, they do.
You violated children, and we're not. Why isn't this enough of a bigness? Now, Sade, if this was any black people, it would be smeared all across every news line, every single thing, every second.
You're guilty before you even, you'd be in jail right now.
Diddy was a whole damn circus.
Yeah.
All because this man was a freak, and what we were all in his bedroom for months.
That's it. In his bedroom.
That was the biggest thing. Diddy was bigger. How is Diddy bigger than Epstein?
Exactly. Or the Abercrombie and Fitch.
That just got washed away up under the rug.
In fact, they said he's incompetent to stand trial.
Yeah, they made up a rule for him. That's what I'm saying. Sick, demonic, jealous white men. That's what capitalism is.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's nobody, I don't know anybody on this earth that are built, that the people that are billionaires, all of them are miserable.
Yeah.
All of them, every last one of them are miserable. I've never seen they put on a nice face when it's time for the cameras to roll.
That's
But
it.
all of them, every last one of them die alone.
So, but you notice how that circle is as far as the Epstein files?
Mm-hmm.
How all those big men, all of them are created businesses around each other and had that tree of being gross freaks, want children and
Yes,
stuff.
that's all
So
it's about.
one of the men that wrote our history books or the books for some of the schools,
Uh-huh.
McGraw, and whatever the other guy was, right? McGraw is the father of just Elaine. What is her name? Elaine?
I don't know.
The Epstein's girlfriend, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, okay. I know you're talking about.
For the
Mhm.
whole education system.
Her
Then you
baby dad?
have her father.
Oh, her father. Wow. Yeah, it's all intertwined in a circle.
Like the life touch.
Life touch pictures.
That's their friend.
Just everything. And then now I just took a screenshot of, I didn't know that Wayfair, Buffalo Wild Wings, and Target were sponsors of ICE. That's why
Yeah.
they're not talking about it. But this,
But you know what? Remember, probably 4 years ago, Wayfair had Chester cabinets and stuff like that on their website that was like $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 cabinets. Who's buying
wow.
desk? Who's buying stuff like that? So when a person that knows what's going on and they purchase it, it was a name of a girl and a girl picture behind it.
Mm.
Yes, I think that glitch was probably like a weekend or something when that came out, and Wayfair hurried up and took everything down, and the CEO stepped down that week.
Wow.
So they've been doing freaky nasty stuff for years. Freaky nasty.
I hate to say, it's not even funny, but it's funny because it's like, damn, what up? Wake up, America.
You know what, America, they thrive on stuff like this. Well, them people, you know who I'm talking about, the others.
Right.
And the others just like being evil, nasty, and mean. Look what they did to the slaves. Skin burnt us, took our skin and made clothes
Ada,
and
Ada.
shoes with it. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ate us, drunk the blood. The same
Yeah.
doing it to little white kids too now. You know what I'm saying? The babies. And it's sad. There's some nasty, evil people out here in this world.
Very much so.
No, you think those vampire movies you watching vampire movies and all this Saw and all this stuff came up. No, stuff is happening in the underground. They just putting it out there on a TV show to let you laugh and clap and get scared on TV, watching it and paying for it. And they behind doing it in real life.
In real life. Well, I
Yes.
mean, that's basically it. All I wanted to cover for we're still talking about ICE. ICE is in Minnesota. They're leaving Minnesota.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're finally leaving, but they're here.
They're still
they
here.
they had an incident yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had an incident yesterday that stated that somebody had gotten caught in a hit and run, but they hid the body. Right? And they're saying that ICE was involved, but they don't know.
Right.
Clearly, if ICE had something to do with it, right? But they said that almost for sure that it was a hit and run.
Wow. Well, I don't think ICE is totally leaving. They're hitting the outskirts because they're here in southeastern Minnesota now. tough. You see them more here.
Yeah, they're in the suburban areas heavy. They've been still raiding houses. I mean, last night in the city, like around 11 o'clock last night, I got nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I was about to pee on myself because I turned down the street over north off of Olsen Highway, right? And as soon as I bend to the left, it's like right off of Olsen Highway where Summit Academy is.
Oh yeah.
I had turned to left right at that light. It's a raid.
What?
It was a raid, yeah. And I don't know, and the only thing that made me slow down was because it was a Minneapolis police raid. I didn't see any
ice.
I didn't see ice, but I'm just saying, just to see that stuff again, like like I was saying last week when I was in a normal in the daytime, pull up to a light, they jumped out on somebody and the whistles start going. And then they're moving their hand, telling me to get by, go, go, go. You know what I'm saying? That was scary.
It is scary.
Just to be caught in the middle of it. Like, we are very much in the middle of the community and ICE. We are very much in the middle of a war with ICE. So that has not changed. And it does say right here that, like you said, it's still in the suburban area. Yes, ICE is leaving, but that doesn't mean that they're gone. They're just not going to present the way that they've been presented with. Because it was a protest today. It was a protest today in Highland Park area.
It should still be protest because they're here in the Mayo Clinic, just standing outside waiting on people to come out. People getting their care. It's a guy they just picked up Thursday. He's going through a kidney. He got a kidney transplant, so he goes back and forth for his medication to see if the medication is working for him. Every week or so, if it's he's not being rejected of the kidney. Do you know?
Okay.
ICE picked him up, and it wasn't even 24 hours before the family found out. The wife knew, but Mayo Clinic, the little doctors are trying to get a hold and make sure he has his medication and stuff like that. They had him in Texas in deportation.
That's horrible.
It is horrible. So you're gonna stand your butt right here in front of all the hospital doors, and see stereotype and see who's who. It's not fair. It's not right.
It's sad that like I'm reading this article right now. It says a teacher states that even kids who don't see ICE in person feel it. Thanks to Lamy, is that his name? The one that got kidnapped? Yeah, you hear stories about the kids who simply don't show up at school one day.
Yeah.
And this is what they think. What does that do to the other kids? Because the other kids is looking like, where's my friend? You know what I'm saying? Where's my friend at? When's he coming back?
Right. But you know what? They said they said the conditions were so bad in Texas. Liam was sick. He, they're all sleeping on the floor, like 70 in the room, sleeping on the floor. Inhumane conditions, dirty, no blanket. They don't give him and barely feed him. So
that's
now,
worse than prison.
It is worse than prison.
That's worse than prison, because in prison you get a cot and your own blanket, and it's usually brand new or clean. Pull the plastic off.
Yes.
Brand new panties, pull the plastic off. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you at least it's a sense of humanity. But now this the way they're doing things now, they don't have enough supplies for anything.
No, they don't.
They're not even prepared to house people like this. And then you got people all on top of each other. Of course they're going to be sick.
So the youngest person that's there is a 2-month-old baby. And they said the 2-month-old baby is very sick. They had to rush him to the nearest hospital in Texas, and he's half dead. 2-month-old baby.
Sick, man. Sick.
So on a good note, we had Dave Chappelle, and I did not know he did 3 shows.
Yeah.
He did the Varsity on Sunday.
I saw him.
10 o'clock show. You saw that, Nina?
Yeah. I took a video of the line.
Oh my God, man!
Yeah, that was wrapped around the corner, around the Varsity, over on to 14th. Yeah.
Wow! And then we went to Mondays.
Yeah.
And that place was a sold out show.
Yeah.
So
He gave all the money to the people that can't pay their rent and haven't been able to buy food to Minnesota.
He gave a lot of money to Minnesota.
And guess why? Because him and Prince was super tight.
Yes, him and Prince was
And
tight.
Prince came and did Prince went and did some things for him over the years of their friendship or whatever. They had a 20+ year friendship, and he went and did some things for him. So it was on his heart to come here. Revolution was televised again with him coming and doing that.
And the thing is, he just up and did this concert. It wasn't for he was not coming.
No plan.
He just up and did it 3 weeks, because what? The tickets went on sale 3 weeks ago. He said,
I don't even think it was that long ago. Not maybe 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
He did not plan it. He just grabbed, and the Clips was here. He had brought 2 of his comedians from New York and some friends, 2 close friends he know. And it's like, it was just all good. He said, man, Minnesota showed up and showed out. You see, one thing.
Support.
Yep. He said, one thing about Minnesota, I can't say y'all support each other when it's, it's something important to support, and it's, some wrongdoings. Because he was here with George Floyd, right? Remember?
Yeah, he went to visit George Floyd's site, and he went to visit Alex Pretty's site as well.
Yes, and I think I have that video. If let me see if I could pull it up, because it was so heartwarming. I said, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh, hopefully I can.
Go ahead, pull it up.
Kind of a little delay, but it was kind of a little delay. I don't know if you guys seen it, but that was very heartwarming and very emotional for him, as he was mentioning it at the concert. But it was a great thing. So guys, we're gonna wrap it up, and guess what? We will see you guys on Friday. Thank you for tuning in. Please support our sponsors, Cashmere Lux Hair Products, Lena Beans Beauty Products, and Bossed Up Beauty Waist Trainers and Activewear. Thank you guys. Have a good night.
Have a good night.